Hey everyone, this is Panthera and welcome to this episode. So, finished playing around with chisel and bits up at my base. I'll show you around in a little bit. I figured I'd come down and do some mining, and I forgot that I'd done some tunnels previously. So before I'd managed to get my psi pickaxe, I'd basically hand carved all this out block by block. Then I get the pickaxe, come down here and go, hey, you know what, I'll just start new tunnels. It's easy. And I can literally just keep going because the psi energy after a while will get down. Helps if I place some light so you can see what I'm doing. Yes, the psi energy will get down, but when I stop, it takes not long at all to get back up to full. So the 3x3 spell, what I'll do is I'll put a link to the code in the last video. The code, you can literally just copy paste it. It's obviously a very useful spell, and certainly something that I am going to enjoy the heck out of. Anyway, this episode we're going to get into some power generation because I want to start getting on to automatically processing ores, possibly looking at doing a refined storage system, and seeing what else I can play with, basically. So, for now, I'm just going to do a little bit more mining, find a little bit more redstone, because I want some more of these for extra utilities too. And I want more redstone, because this is all the redstone I've got left, considering I converted the rest into Psydust. Because I'm clever. Yep. Real clever. Oh, hey, Clay. Anyway, I'll be back shortly. Hey everyone, so I've decided to go with the extra utilities stuff because I've got the resonating redstone crystals, as I'm seeing here. They're pretty cool, rather useful. The only thing that I can easily make with them to start with is the solar panels. So, rather easy, just some lapis, some polished stone. Polished stone is just any stone bricks put together. 4 of them makes 4 of the polished stone. So I'll do that. I'll grab some. What else do I need? Lapis. Where did I leave the lapis now? That's just enough for a few. Now, these just need to be placed in the world. I'm only going to make 3 because I want the other crystals for other things. Now, with the extra utilities power, it can be placed anywhere. So, let's stick it on top of that roof. I'll just demonstrate. And grid power is quite useful because... Oh, it's a slab. Right, okay. I won't place it on that roof then. I'll place it on somebody else's roof. So, firstly, when you hover over it, it shows you grid power. So 0 of 9 is I'm using 0 out of the 9 that it's generating. Each of these will generate 1 each, so that's nice and easy. So getting into any further requires stone burnt. So to get stone burnt, you need to put it in a resonator, which is made like this. So a block of coal, resonating redstone crystal, so on and so forth. So I'll just grab those items. I'm pretty sure I've got enough coal. At least I thought I had. There we go. No, I'm completely and totally out of coal. Why would I have any coal? That would be silly. I'm missing the redstone. No, I'm not. You're imagining things. Done. So, now with most other mods, you will have to connect this via power lines of some sort. Done. No power use being generated. Cool. So, using it to make the stone burnt. So, stone burnt is just polished stone into the resonator. So, bam. So it uses 8 grid power to make 1 stone burnt. Now, that doesn't mean that that 1 grid power is gone forever, it's just being used. Once it's reached its 8 grid power used to make the stone burnt, it will reset back to 0, as it is indicated up here. Done. If, for some reason, the sun sets and the solar panels aren't able to produce any more power, which we will see momentarily. Momentarily. Come on. I always hate waiting for the sun going down. It's like, no, come on. Go down, go down. So, now that I've got no grid power, because the solar panels aren't working, it's trying to draw on nothing. So, if we sleep through the night, it'll kick on again when the sun lights up. So, I'm going to need the sunburnt and the crystals for other things. So what I'm going to do is going to make myself a water mill, because this one generates a decent amount of energy. So redstone gears, so I'm going to need 8 torches. 8 torches, 4 wood, 6 stone burnt, and the crystal. Well, there's my 6 stone burnt. I need 8 torches. I'm going to need to get more wood again. I swear, I have wood somewhere. Wouldn't you know? There it is. I knew I had some somewhere. Unless that's... nope. Good. Fantastic. See? I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. This is me nodding. Yep, professional. Okay, so that was the water mill. Done. Done. Okay, now what I'm going to do with this is just set up a little quick area over here, where I can just no. I'll get there eventually. I'm sure I know what I'm doing. Okay, so let's place the water mill here. Give it some water in a second. Okay, so where did I put my bucket this time? Someone's pointing at me going, haha, there's the bucket. And I'm just not seeing it. No, seriously, where's my bucket? Fine. I've got enough iron, I can make another one. Okay, so this generates power from the flooring blocks that are near it. So if I stick water there, it's now generating 14 power all by its lonesome. If I do something crazy like stick another one over here, it's generating 16 power. What if I do over there? And that's generating 8. So now I'm going to have to eight. So obviously you don't want too much water near it, you want enough that it will generate some power for you. So it looks like one water mill will generate 16. I wonder what happens if I stick one up here. 8. So yeah, there you go. And that is now more grid power than I currently need to make any stone burnt. So there's 9 up there, plus that one there is 25. However, if I want to eventually get to angel ring proportions, it uses 32. So I'm going to need more eventually. But I can't really do much right now because I don't have any more of these resonating redstone crystals. I can make them with ender shards, which are ender pearls with a glass cutter. However, I also don't have any ender pearls. So, for now, that's the end of the extra utilities part of the power generation. We'll go to... what was it that I was looking at? There we go. Sterling generator. So this is Ender IO. This is pretty much my favourite tech mod. And relatively easy to get into. Just some stone bricks. Basic gear is cobblestone and sticks. Forgot their names for a moment there. That's not the combustion generator, the Sterling generator. That's cool. So yes, not to get confused with the industrial craft ones or the decoration block one, because the decoration block one does nothing. Like, literally, it's just a decoration block. Anyway, stone. It's like I prepared for this. Except for the wood part, of course. I never prepare for that part. So I'm going to want to make... yeah, I'll do 3 generators all up. Really just need to leave a stack of redstone over here. It's like I planned this, except that I didn't. Okay, so what I'm going to do is a little bit of automatic ore processing off. So what did I have last time I had? Oh yes, I was going to quickly show off what I did with the chisel and bits. So I finished that off, I just altered the stairs. The main thing that I did was on the well here, I just tidied up the edges of it, made it a little bit rounder and nicer. I thought that looked kind of cool. And then I stuck a torch on top because mobs were spawning up there. We got shot by a skeleton. It was a little awkward. Let's stick it there, and might do one underneath. Okay, you'll see why I'm doing this in a bit. So, first things first, a sag mill. So, machine chassis are the base block for most of the machines in Ender IO. Basic capacitor, iron bars, iron ingots. Basic capacitor is copper, gold nuggets, and redstone. Relatively easy to do, considering how many resources I've got at the moment. Easy enough to do. So, copper. Let's throw some gold into here. Because who's a derp and turned it all into psi metal? Me. Yep. While we're doing that, I will lament my hastiness in using up all of my wood. Sag mill and alloy smelter. But be thankful that I only need the 3 pieces of wood that I've got. Okay, so gold. No, I actually do not have any gold left, so... Alright, I only need enough for 2, so I only need 8 nuggets. Apparently I can't math either. I'll make extras. No, I'm not going to shift click that because that would be ridiculous. I will, however, shift click that because for machine frames, that's fine. Okay, so 1 sag mill. So this is basically the most rudimentary of automation when it comes to ore doubling and smelting your resources and whatnot. Okay. So, yes, I could just do it with that, but this will be, I suppose, quicker. So, sag mill and alloy smelter. Now I'm going to need a couple of chests. Really? Which means I'll pause my recording, go grab some wood, and then realise that I've cut myself off. It's a very good way to go, I'm sure of it. As the great Treebeard once said, I'm awake, I'm awake. So, basically needs 3 chests. So, firstly, sag mill will pull from that side, push to that side. The alloy smelter will do the same. It will pull from that side, push to that side. So firstly, you want to put any ores that you want doubled, and that can be doubled, into this chest. So iron, tin, gold, and silver can all be doubled. The sag mill will draw it in, and then spit it out up top into the oak chest. The alloy smelter will then draw in the dust, smelt it down into ingots, and then spit it out into the top chest. All we need to do is give it a little power. Yes, I've got some coal on me, I'm just wondering if I've got extra. Nope. Stop that. It's the only bad thing that I can even see about the Britannia Sojourner Sash is the fact that it will occasionally, if you've got something up against the door here, you'll step up onto it and be smacking right into the doorway, so I might end up moving that. The other thing you can do with it is if you've got something like the black quartz ore, which just needs smelting, you can throw it into the middle chest. I suppose I could always just break through there. And that way it will just be smelted down in the furnace, rather than trying to go into the sag mill and nothing happening. So if I stick that in there. Oh yeah, also cobblestone will get smelted into stone for me, which I don't mind. The fact that I'm getting some extra smooth stone, not a problem to me. So there we go, there's some rudimentary power. So the reason I'm using 3 is because these ones only produce 20 RF a tick, and these both use 20 RF a tick, so I will have a power gain between the 3 of them. I could probably use 2, and I could probably do a different design doing it, but this wasn't heavy on resources. So anyway, I'm going to wrap up this episode with some yay automation, and see you next time. Peace out.